And good morning. Sorry, I got a phone call just as I hit 0 on the counter, the countdown, and it's the wife. She just knows exactly when I need to start my stream. It's uncanny, I tell you. Anyway, morning, Rob, Jet Power. Morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. We've got a nice group flight going here already, as you can see. Uncle John's pushed back already. That's JP as far as I know. And then we've got Anthony, we've got Kevin. I don't know where Owen is. They say he's here, but I can't see him. I have absolutely no idea. And he was there. We were chatting with each other, so I just don't know where he is, but somewhere. So I'm busy boarding. I'm busy loading up. We're almost ready to go. And 81% final checks. In fact, we might as well ask Linda to do the pre-flight stuff. You know what? No, let's just wait. We'll rush through it a little bit so the guys don't fly away from us. She's going to take too long to do all her stories now. So anyway, yeah, I hope you guys had a good week. We had an awesome week. We had a public holiday yesterday, and we all just did what we wanted to do, just relaxed. But here we are again. By the way, this is Fix 38A. Zibo says he changed something in the FMC. Let me just go read it quickly. Correction for N1 set and speed reference. Okay. I can't claim to know what exactly that means. I'm not sure whether it's got something to do with these buttons or whether it's got something to do there. I'm not sure. N1 limits. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't spoken to him yet, so I don't know. Zibo, sorry. I didn't have time to actually go search for it and see what it means. But this is 38A, so you guys can have a preview, see what's cooking behind the scenes anyway. Let me start this APU.
Traffic, Skymatix 008, stand 6, pushing back off the company traffic pulses behind.
Trim up.
Just check that she did it correctly. Yeah. That's it.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
1212.
Right. So we're taking. Why are you not going outside? We're taking runway 12, which is that one. So we're going to taxi out there. All right, let's see. Ah, there's Owen. Now we can see him.
Some doors are still opened or the GPU or the ASU are still connected. I'm waiting for all of them closed and disconnected, then I will proceed.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Before start procedure. Come, Linda. Oh, no, this thing is stuck.
Before start procedure.
There we go.
Before start procedure complete.
Tow
Ready
connected
for
and
before
bypass
start
pin
checklist.
inserted. Release parking brake.
There's Antonio as well. Not sure how long JP's going to be. Oh, streaming. I won't be able to join to see. Okay. I'll just wait patiently. There he comes. Beauvais traffic, Skymatix 001, ready for push and start. Waiting for Skymatix 049 to pass behind. And then we will initiate the push and start. Skymatix 001.
Okay, I'm 171, stand 12. Beauvais traffic, pushing back and starting engines.
It's the reason for the hold up. Start number 2 engine. Ay man. Start number 2 engine. Morning, Andrew. I think I'm just going to start the engines and get it over with while we're waiting. Morning, Tommy. And there he goes.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
N2.
Thank you, JP. What a man. What a guy.
Starter cutout.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine. N2.
Okay, traffic, Skymatix 04, push and start from stand 4.
Starter cutout. Engine start procedure complete. Ready for before taxi procedure.
Operation complete, set parking brake.
Before taxi procedure.
Connecting
before taxi procedure.
Beauvais traffic, KL121, taxiing to Whiskey, runway 12.
Before taxi procedure complete. I am ready for before taxi checklist.
Beauvais traffic Skymatix 001, taxi to holding point Whiskey.
On the right. We'll see you next time on Have a Safe Flight.
I think I'm driving right over that guy. He's too slow. Sorry. Oh no, there he is at least.
Taxi lights on.
No damage. Morning, man.
Morning, Nico.
Morning, Nico.
Morning, Owen.
My VO, by the way.
Sorry?
I see backtracking to the hole,
About Taiwan?
waiting departing traffic.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
I don't know.
We can't hear you say anything.
Wait.
Check your radio again.
Yeah, wait. I need to put that thing on top. Okay, I'm definitely transmitting, so when we start taxiing, wait, let me do this. Waiting for company traffic, Skymatix 04. Did you hear that?
Yep, that was right.
Yeah. This connection here, this RJ45 female plug on the honeycomb alpha yoke is deteriorating very badly. At one point in time, I'm going to have to open it, put a new one in or do something. This is getting bad.
Or a bit contact spray.
No, it's not that. I think it's bent or something. Something's definitely wrong with it. Morning, Alex.
Well, it worked now anyway.
Yeah. Good.
We always like to hear you.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, it gives us a confident feeling, you know.
Mm-hmm. Morning, Eugene.
Traffic coming 008. Runway 12, holding for departing traffic.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for takeoff.
I'm not going to backtrack from Whiskey. I'm going to take off from the intersection Whiskey.
All right.
That's what they do in real life as well, so.
Yeah, I think we should be able to make it.
calculated my takeoff at 1600, and this is 2000 from Whiskey.
Okay, that's good, good, good. Right, walking brake set. Ja, vol gas. Die trap die lepeltjie plat teen die vloer.
Yeah. Gives the passengers a nice feeling, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
As if they're in a McLaren or something.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love that feeling when you go toga and the revs up, then you let go of the brakes, and then it just motor's down that runway.
In the past, my father had a friend from work. It was a Jew, by the way, a very rich Jew, and he had a Jaguar E-Type. With that long nose, is that the E-Type?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it was a sports wagon. I loved when he came and we all took a ride with him, and he would do that. You know, on the highway, full gas. It pushed you back in that seat. Lovely. He had a problem once. He also had a sports car in South America, in Venezuela, and he had it was in Austin, I think. And there was a ditch in the road, and he got stuck with that small car.
Oh goodness, goodness.
So he was hanging above that ditch with the both wheels in that in the hole. They had to tilt him out.
Here in Mozambique in the war, the guys are digging trenches across the road. So at night they go, and then they remove a trench big enough to kill you, and it's deep enough. And when your car goes in there, it's bye-bye. It's crazy, eh?
You can get killed. Yeah.
Line up and wait, runway 16.
Oh, there's Kevin in front of you.
When I studied way back in the day in Pretoria, stayed with my aunt because it's just too far to drive from our house all the way every day for class. And I met a friend there. He had a Uno Turbo, Fiat Uno Turbo, and he warmed that thing up. And I remember we used to leave Pretoria. Now the guys that know the area know that there are fixed cameras right next to the C-Max prison. And when you let go from there, by the time we got up the hill, we were doing like 260, 270. Easy. Kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That little car. I don't know if you know the Fiat Uno Turbo, but yes. That thing was warmed up super good.
My first or my second car was a Fiat, not the Uno, but can't remember the type. But there was a very heavy engine in that car as well. It was unbelievable. I didn't believe what I felt when I gave gas the first time I did a trial with that car. I bought it, but I sold it a half year later because it was too expensive in petrol.
Yeah, it will guzzle that day.
One at 3, one at 4.
Yeah, Tommy, I'm gonna try the same, huh? Hopefully we make it. We should make it. It's not that bad. I mean, it's not that big a difference there.
Yeah, just spool up, huh?
Beauvais traffic, Skymatix 04, takeoff runway 12.
Traffic Skymatix 08 on the LANVI 10 departure. Climbing to 9,500, last call.
Beauvais traffic Skymatix 001 lining up on the runway at intersection Whiskey and wait. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist.
Flaps 5 green light and lights all in order. We can check the cabin. Yes, cabin's good. We're ready to go.
Approaching 1, 2.
Thank you, Tommy. Well, we didn't hear a mayday from Kevin, so should be good. There he's in the air.
On runway 1, 2.
Well, this is the touchdown zone. Gives me a little bit more confidence.
On runway 1, 2. On runway 1, 2. Stabilized. Takeoff thrust set.
I didn't hear you.
80 knots.
I was muted, apologies. Taking off runway 12, Beauvais traffic command 001.
Yeah, that was loud and clear, Joe.
Yeah.
V1. Rotate.
Beauvais traffic, KLM 121, lining up runway 12.
Plenty of runway.
Positive rate.
Gear up. And there we go. Good morning. Yeah, that wind was helpful.
Acceleration altitude.
No problem. No, that's a good call to just do it from then, get it over with.
Flaps 1 set. Approaching transition. Flaps up and set. Transition altitude. Flight level 100. Landing lights switches off.
I'm spooling up, Antonio.
Enjoy.
Toga.
Beauvais traffic, KLM 121, taking off runway 12.
P5 is WTLS 0.
There is our little train coming. That's me and all the other guys that have already taken off. Uncle John, JP, Anthony, Kevin, me, and then there's Owen and Antonio. Yeah, Tommy, you're right. You're right. They're not that bad. They're much better than what they were, right? And they are going to get much improved apparently now, again, with the next update. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, if they can up the game there a bit, it will be cool for all of us.
Oh, oops, I didn't change my departure.
Oops. Vector.
I changed it in my Navigraph Jeppesen chart.
But not in the FMC.
In Sim Toolkit Pro. I changed it in Sim Toolkit Pro, but not in FMC.
Yeah, I've done it
With
once or
all that
twice.
discussion going on, you know.
Yeah.
I completely forgot. Well, there is not a big change in distance, but
1000 to level off.
By the bumpy departure, huh, Antonio?
Yeah. I had a lot of rain at one point as well, eh?
Yeah, it looked like we were flying over Switzerland or something. It was bumpy.
Yeah, now at the end, yeah, 310, we literally cloud surfing in and out of the clouds, eh?
Working statewide up here, have you enjoyed the flight and the service? Once again, welcome aboard.
Yeah, that's only until Zurich, then it will be over. Is it quite It's quite bumpy here, John. Do you have that still there?
Again?
Do you have that still have that bumpy road? Or is it over there on your point?
That's not bumpy.
Tommy, go in, when X-Plane is closed, go into your custom scenery, go to the very end, all the AutoOrtho, the Z something, Africa AO, whatever, all those AutoOrtho folders, just delete them. Then start your AutoOrtho and tell it to connect again. It should overwrite, okay, or it should replace, or whatever you want to call it. You know, if you deleted it, it will replace it. Put everything back in place. I've had the same, and that's how I fixed it. So you just go into custom scenery, delete the AutoOrtho folders that's there when AutoOrtho is not running, by the way, and then obviously start AutoOrtho, let it replace itself, and then what you'll have to do is just fix your layers in your scenery INI again. Okay, because when you do that, it's going to put them at the top. So you're going to have to run X organizer or manually put them at the bottom again after running X-Plane for that first time. Right, I'm in the cruise.
A cruise.
Yep, 247 nautical miles for top of descent. You know what that means? I think that means it's coffee time.
It is coffee time. Go
Yes.
Antonio,
Yeah.
in the freeware plugins you're talking about, I have to say I love the windshield script. Which windshield script is that? You posted the photo with the Norwegian point com with the red nose.
Yeah. So
Which script are you talking about there?
it's a script that you remember when we had problems with the rain drops on the windshield. So
Yeah.
that one, now it's not a problem anymore. I took that one and I made it see if there are conditions for ice.
Oh, that's the one. Release version 2.0.
Yeah. So
You've put. Oh,
what
that's
it does
yeah.
is that when you start in cold and dark conditions and there are ice conditions on the airport, you
Yeah.
will start with the windshield completely freeze.
Yeah. So that's the one I saw. Let's see, source code. I've downloaded it. I'm gonna put it in.
Yeah, you know, it does some immersion because
Yeah.
you go in a dark and cold aircraft in the morning in an icy conditions, probably you will find it completely frozen.
Yeah, nice. You spent quite some time on that windshield thing, didn't you?
A little bit, yeah.
Huh?
Okay, I'm back.
I'm grabbing a coffee now.
Okay.
Be right back.
Tommy, yeah. Let me go grab mine quickly. Custom machinery. Give me a second. And display capture. So on my side, it will be all of these ones. Everyone that says Z_AO, all of them. But you must do it when AutoOrtho is not running, okay? Then afterwards, keep the screen open, run your AutoOrtho, and then you'll see it will replace them. And remember, then you need to run your explain once to get it into the scenery INI file, but it will be in the wrong position. Close your explain, move it down to the bottom of your INI file again, start explain, and it should be fixed. You're welcome. That worked for me. That's how I fixed my problem. Mine was so bad at one point in time that I had a crash to desktop when I started explain, and I couldn't figure out why. And the log wasn't much help, and the Windows Event Viewer neither. And then one day I was just sitting here out of frustration. I just deleted them, and then it worked. And I realized they must have gone corrupt somewhere. Morning, Wycliffe. Wow, yeah, that's a long way, huh? Yeah, well, yesterday we had a public holiday here, Human Rights Day or something like that. Who knows? And tell you what, to get all my work done for the week, I had to squash everything into 4 days. I worked like 16 hours a day. It was crazy. I think there was one night I did it. And the rest, it was just double. Okay, Tommy. Right. Yeah, just try what I told you, and let's see. Should fix it. Because, I mean, in essence, you don't change anything in AO. The only place it can really break is there, where I showed you. Wycliffe, I'm an IT administrator for a couple of companies. So I've got a couple of clients that I need to service IT-wise. I do the servers and the workstations and everything in between. Need to make sure the companies keep running. Yeah, I do the same. I do the same. I've got customers in 3 different provinces now, locally. And well, in fact, it's more because they've actually split the provinces up into more sections. So there's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 of them now. So what we can't do remotely, you have to get in the car and you have to go. Yeah, you know what? I've said it many times. If you're willing to pay me, I'll be a street sweeper. If I can get my salary, I don't mind. I'll do anything. It's all about the money. It's for me, that love for IT died long time ago. I'm not the mad IT guy I used to be. I'm literally just doing it for the money, man. Yeah, and unfortunately, that's where my qualifications are, and that's where, all my experience lies. I mean, I became a plumber in the interim. I did the flying in the beginning, which I stopped. We do all kinds of other stuff. It's not just IT admin, by the way. We also do voice over IP telephone systems, all kinds of stuff, but IT related. So there's a whole bunch of things that keep me occupied. But at this point in time in my life, it's more about the money than anything else. As long as the money's there, I'm there. Otherwise, I'll find something else to do. The plumbing was an interesting thing to do, to get certified as a plumber and stuff. I was looking for something to do other than IT. And why I chose that, I don't know, but I love it. It's so different, It's really cool doing plumbing work. Exactly, Wycliffe. A gardening business. Yeah, you know what? I'm running the plumbing business as well. I'm not that busy in the plumbing side. I mean, IT really took over still. This year has been crazy when it comes to IT. I'm inundated. I was sitting here thinking earlier, I've probably got about 400 systems that I'm running right now that I'm responsible for. That's servers, it's workstations, PCs, laptops, all the network equipment in between, the internet. And it's picking up. So it's good. But I've been through hell and back to try and get here. It wasn't easy. Some of the guys here know I've struggled there. But anyway, that's now the past. We're looking forward to what God will provide this year, and the plumbing side is nice. There's a couple of little things I tinker with, But man, I had to find something that wasn't IT related or, so something totally different, and that was it. Yeah, you're lucky, Wycliffe. I know a couple of guys that had similar experiences. "100 nautical miles. Let's start setting up." Let's get in here. Right, so we have rain and we have clouds and stuff. Okay, 1,400. It's kind of low. That's AGL. Yeah, that is kind of low. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up for Cat 3 possible. The possibility of using Cat 3. Attila, you know it. $282. There, to descend to 35. Okay, frequencies. Ach, that's not what I wanted to do. 107. Okay, so frequencies now minimus. Courses is done. Let's quickly see. 1015. We are expecting 1015. Minimus. No what? We'll do a Cat 3B, so there won't be any minimus. We'll skip that. Then 1.4. That takes us down to 564.5. Right. Then we're going to say, because of its rain, we're just going to say medium poor. Okay. What is our temperature? Is 9. Temperature is 9. Right. Altitude for our runway 754. Alright, so slight deviation there due to the temperature. We are set. Minimums, like I say, we'll do Cat 3B. We're not worried about that. Cat 3 arm. Elevation.
I'm going upstairs to see what they're setting up for.
Alright.
Going to see John's landing first.
Okay.
And then I'll be back. Nico.
Sure.
Always exciting, that first landing, huh?
Yes. Right, and is this a 3-degree slope? Yes. Alright, so we are ready. Thank you, Atala. Have a good one.
R25, monte au niveau de l'environ 217, avec un départ de Lyon, etc. Thank you, Jean-Pierre.
Yeah, I'm in at 3-1, so we should be very far away from each other.
Information at 21 Papa Mike, runway 15, this is activity 47 knots.
Ready for descent procedure.
Air France 95 quand on monte à l'entrée des pieds.
Green traffic, inside 0260, type 8, activate, back and start.
seatbelt sign has been switched on. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign has been switched off.
Hey, Magnus. Yeah, it's okay for default, eh? We were talking about it earlier. These clouds have really improved and all. But you know where my heart lies. I know they're going to improve it some more, but
Takeoff with
I
Drake.
way prefer my xEnviro above this. There's always that one, Magnus, always that one. Some people don't like my voice. Some people don't like the fact that I help other people. Some people don't like that I'm helping Zibo. Some people don't like this, that, and the other. People are crazy. I don't even bother. Oh, and some people don't like that I ask them to read the Zibo install guide. Ooh, that's a pet hate of some of these people. How dare you? It's funny, but it is what it is. Yep, yeah. I always stand amazed when I look at some of these arrogant, entitled people with their big mouths. They all think the world revolves around them. Anyway, let them be. I've got my coffee. I've got all of you guys. The 1% is not gonna change me. Yeah, exactly, Jean-Pierre. There we go, we're descending. Oh, now I spoke. What did Jorge say there? Spoke over him.
During traffic, Airbus A320, taxi to holding point, runway 36.
Thank you, Jean-Pierre. Yeah, 99 out of 100 do. It's always just that one clown in the bunch. Yeah, you're welcome, Gilbert.
One thing with the dislike, though, is that it's still engagement.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, it's funny how the social media thing uses that as a positive anyway.
Yeah. and it's almost, well, it's not even almost. It's become a tool to provoke to the extent that you get engagement and your content is spread that way.
Yep.
But you have all of the like obvious faults or obvious lies posts on Facebook these days, which are just really annoying. Well, I was at FS Weekend.
Okay.
Last weekend.
Yeah, Alex was also. He was telling us. Tell us your story.
My story. Well,
yeah.
I am lucky enough to be pretty central with what's happening. So I'm behind the scenes everywhere.
Good.
On Friday we had the first Flight Sim Awards, which was, well, it can be better, but it was really, really, really good. It was the first one in something that will become
a regular
known,
thing.
established
entity.
I think. And I'm on the board there. So I was
Okay.
presenting it. I was on stage at the dinner there. I was, well, I'm not really comfortable on stage, I guess.
I understand.
Oh, hey, Alex, you were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to join my Discord so we could meet up.
Yeah.
Cool. Next year. I'll be there next year, definitely. And then Saturday, everything kicked off. And, well, I'm super busy. I need to talk to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I had the Threshold Discord, Alex. No big deal. Next year I'll try to get the word out that I'm there a better way.
Magnus, just as a matter of interest, you and Alex are both admin here on my Discord anyway, so you are already connected this way.
That is true.
Yes.
That is true. But I don't go everywhere and talk about the fact that I'm going to
understand.
Or the FS Expo for that matter, but I do announce it in my Discord.
Okay.
Oh, you saw me. Yeah, I actually had, for the first time, I actually had Threshold gear on. So I had a hoodie with Threshold logo. And from Threshold, we were only 2 there. Well, 3, kind of. A friend of mine came as a photographer and helped out that way, but from Threshold, we were only 2. Oh yeah, I did the talk on the panel on Saturday as well. It's kind of like every event that I've been on, I've been either invited or shoved on stage. So yeah, that was me. You saw them there from Threshold on stage.
Yeah, you guys are lucky. You know, that story of you being central to everything, that makes a huge difference. I mean, I'm 8,000 nautical miles away from civilization.
Yeah, that's true. We'll find a way in the future, Nico.
It's a bit bumpy coming down here now. I see we're in the milk again. Sure.
And I'm also very happy that I chose to stay until Tuesday, so I had the whole Monday where I could just explore Amsterdam, drive around, and just relax.
Nice.
And then go home.
Nice.
Yeah. The FS Weekend is work from day 1 until it ends. but it's all fun. And it's really cool because FS Weekend is the largest expo in the world. FS Expo is close, but FS Weekend, as of last year, was the largest one.
Dave, you got it. You got it.
I heard in Northern Africa there are people with boats.
Yeah. My barber, yeah. They all from Morocco, Algeria, all of those places there at the top. So I can, get there and then we'll take a boat. Get to Gibraltar,
Yeah.
Take a train up north. Yeah, there's ways, I'm sure.
What I always tend to not get is that, all right, I'm busy all FS Weekend, but the real work starts when I get home.
Yeah. That's the follow-ups and the rest.
Yeah.
The reporting and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, reviews. I got some equipment from Winwing.
Nice.
Among others. Yeah. Which will actually bring me back into the cockpit of a 737 again, I guess.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm normally very GA bound. Something I mentioned on stage, which I kind of realized there and then, is how much the community has matured.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk a lot about haters and people with dislikes and all of that, but if you get to a venue like this, you realize, like, all right, our niche hobby is actually turning into something that is getting more and more professional.
Very nice.
And more... Yeah, you need to come to one of these venues. I owe you many beers, Nico. And another thing, which is like a Central Europe thing, I guess, that would never happen in Norway. At the hotel, everything closed down. The Sky Bar was closing, and we were all like still in a party mode. And me and several other people from FS Elite as well, and like we wanted to still continue the good vibes, and we went down to the lobby, and in the lobby there was self-service bar. You just go and fetch your own beer from the fridge, and you beep it in, and you had to acknowledge that you're 18 on the screen.
Okay.
And then just paid for the beer.
Right. Published on the RIPUS for runway 28.
Oh, Alex, which YouTuber are you trying to get to come? I met Swiss 001. He's calmer in real life.
Morning, Neil.
Oh no, I'm not a fan of his YouTube channel. I let him. He knows where he is. He knows how he is. Kind of driven himself into a character, of which it is a bit difficult to get back out of, I think. Also because of his fan base, I guess. But I can't watch Swiss. I can't really watch London Controller. I love Jamie. He's a really, really sweet guy, but it's too high energy for me. And also the same goes for Two-Tone Murphy. Lovely guy, but it's too high-strung, the energy levels. And I guess I'm too old school for that type of content, I guess. But yeah, all of those three were there.
All good, Neil. Had a busy week, but today's the day. I'm flying again, so I'm happy, man.
Line traffic coming to the right. Partners to Mall, runway 28.
Q8, yeah. I'll nudge him as well. How are things with you, Nico? I haven't been here in a while.
I'm okay, Magnus. Very busy. The IT, for some reason, decided to go into a blooming season, you know, so I'm running all over the place.
Ah. It's good to be busy, though.
Yeah. No, it's better than sitting here worrying, you know, where the next meal comes from.
Yeah, exactly.
I like what Zibo has done in the last couple of updates with the IRS drift and stuff. It forced me to go learn a little bit more, you know. Yeah, it's very nice.
I'm Neil. There are times where a good, well-delivered complaint is a nice thing to have done as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Line traffic coming to the right. Is clear that.
But you also need the correct person to listen. Because if you tell your complaint to the wrong person, you know, you get into more trouble.
That is very true. You need key components.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to the land of the living, Neil. Hope you had a good sleep. The last 2 nights, I slept like a log. Promise you, it was so good. After this week of high pace, high energy running around all over the show, this was awesome. Antonio, I see you took a shortcut.
No, that's not me.
Oh, different RYR.
Yeah. I think
1852.
it's coming from.
Oh, yes, I see it comes from the bottom. I put my mouse on it long enough to actually read it. It's coming from the bottom. Okay. I see, there you are. You are 3 X-ray. In the rain, in the rain.
one of the things that I really like these days is that hardware prices are coming down.
Yeah.
A lot. Like the amount of force feedback stuff that is being released.
I saw that.
I can finally I can finally talk about it. By the way, I got the Moza force feedback yoke.
Okay.
I've had that for like 3 months.
Okay.
And I guess especially for GA, just the feel of the controls tightening up with speed and stuff. It's so nice.
Nice.
Oh yeah, the wing stuff, Alex, was absolutely good as well, and very well priced. They're all coming in sideways into the market that has been dominated by companies that have been falling asleep, looking at you, Thrustmaster and others.
Yeah. I'd love to have a new throttle quadrant. I was sitting here thinking I want to fly GA, but in the current state of my Bravo, I don't have 3 levers for the mixture, the prop control, and the throttle that actually work at the high end of the pod. They are all busted at the high end. So if you press it too far to get to full in, it starts jumping around. You know, it's crazy. It's so demoralizing, actually.
Yeah, true. Oh, Alex, the MCP with the motor throttle switch, I got that. They gave it to me. So, yeah, it's cool. It's really nice. But the Bravo though, the honeycomb situation has evolved very interestingly. I don't know if you saw anything from FS Weekend, Nico.
No, I didn't. But I would be interested to hear what Honeycomb is doing.
Yeah. So basically, Honeycomb was presenting early on Sunday. And then you have the announcement from Nikki, the founder and ex-co-owner, actually, of Honeycomb.
Yeah.
Like the Wednesday before the FS Weekend, he announced that he's starting a new company. He's just leaving Honeycomb behind, taking all of his own designs and going forth with that. And so he's created a Meridian, which is his company, which he will then continue. And in essence, you could say, from what Honeycomb, or what's left of Honeycomb, presented on Sunday, I thought it was. I had hoped they would come up with something, but I kind of knew they didn't have anything substantial, because Honeycomb was left with, like, Nikki was the one designing all of the products.
Yes.
When he leaves, they're left with nothing. They're left with what they have, like
their own designs. Yeah.
And so what they presented was the latest of what Nikki actually was working on.
Yeah.
So the light version of the Alpha and the light version of the Bravo.
Yeah.
And then a joystick, which is kind of a Frankenstein version of what Nikki had designed.
Okay.
But they're coming to market with it, and Nikki had his talk at the end of the day, like the last one. And I know his talk, he was supposed to have 3D renderings delivered to him, which didn't arrive, so he had to recompose his whole talk just before he went on stage. So he was 5 minutes late. And he kind of came on stage, and I think, everything considering, he did a good job. But yes, Alex, he does not have anything to show for now other than the concepts that he's been working on. I've talked a lot with Nikki about this, and his angle of coming into the market on his own company is that he will skip the generation that he was going to go for with Honeycomb, and he's just going for the next one. So when he has a prototype ready, which he must have ready for FS Expo, I think he's going to pull it off because he is in talks with he still has the contacts in the factories in China.
But Magnus.
Yeah, Alex, that's the whole point. He doesn't need. Oh, sorry, you're landing. I'll shut up.
No, it's fine. The one thing I just want to mention is there's no point in him having all the contacts in China, and it's the same people who put in the cheapest of the cheap rubbish cables. You know, that's the one thing that killed Honeycomb for me. Yeah.
Dude, that's not the context in China who did that. That was Mike.
Okay, because that is... Yeah, you can't use a fish line coated with a little bit of silver and expect it to last. You need a solid cable, a proper cable, you know.
That wasn't. Yeah, that was not Nicky's original design. That's the whole point.
Okay.
So he designed the Bravo, and what was delivered from the factories was not what he had sent off.
I'm with you.
And Mike basically changed the whole. He cut corners to make money.
Yeah. I understand. Right, okay. And, I'm on finals now, so just bear that in mind.
Yeah, Honeycomb was underwhelming. All right, I'll shut up. I'll let you land.
Thank you.
1000 to level off.
Bergamo traffic Skymatix 001 on 10 mile final for runway 28 on the ILS Skymatix 001.
Ready for approach checklist.
Morning, Krister. Thanks, Tommy. Thanks, Neil.
Radio altimeter.
Ready for landing checklist.
Bergamo traffic Skymatix 04, runway vacated.
This is a wild ride. Look at that.
Cabin crew, take your seat.
Oh, man.
For landing.
Yo. Okay, well, I won't be able to use that if that sun is sitting there. That's not really very realistic. Look at this. Look at this hunting of the localizer. Actually lost it. What the hell? This is scary. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain speaking. We might meet each other in heaven shortly. Well, it looks like the weather or something is throwing me around here. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't see the winds or anything being the problem, and I can tell you one thing. I ain't gonna land like this. We're going to have to take matters into our own hands. Let's be cowboy. This is crazy.
Oh, there we go.
There's a ticks down there. This is, yeah, total overcompensation. Crazy. Relax, man. Relax. Where's that runway? I don't know. It's somewhere here. It's supposed to be somewhere here. Ah, there it is. Ah, come on, you stupid honeycomb. You see, now I can't disconnect my auto throttle. Almost pranked there. And now I bouncy bounce.
Traffic KM121 inbound runway 28.
See, I've got no control over any of the buttons on my hand switch in the honeycomb right now. There we go. Now it's back. What do I do with it now that I don't need it anymore? Absolute crap.
Incredible feat sticking that one.
Sorry, Magnus?
Was an incredible feat sticking that one.
Yes, I can't hear what you're saying. Something incredible sneaky or what?
That you sticked that landing was...
Oh, yes. Yeah, no. Well, I had to do what I had to do, you know, and then I have all this hardware bloody failure to deal with in the interim. So anyway, we made it. We made it.
Yeah, we survived.
Wow.
That was... Oh.
After landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
How stupid you wanna get? Oh, ridiculous. Yeah, very exciting. Very exciting. Yeah, I'll ask Zibomod to have a look because this was weird. This was a hell of an overcompensating. Bergamo, you see, again, nothing. Bergamo, traffic Skymatix 001, runway vacated.
Bergamo traffic KLM171. Short final runway 28.
I bet, and I'm not funny when I say this, I bet if I used xEnviro, it wouldn't have hunted that localizer so badly. Magnus? I went from my AMD card, which was a 12 gig VRAM card, that 6700 XT. I went down to a 3070 Ti that's only got 8 gig, and that has really nailed me a little bit when it comes to VRAM. Excellent, Jean-Pierre. That's good.
I'll just finish up my point on the
Go for it.
honeycomb meridian thing.
Go for it.
Basically, in my opinion, of course, Meridian and Nikki has to deliver. So both Honeycomb and Nikki are kind of under pressure.
Yep.
Especially because I find Honeycomb to have delivered, well, underwhelmingly on the, well, not only the presentation. They need someone with more charisma to present. That's one thing, but what they also presented wasn't really anything the community wanted. And as for Meridian and Nikki, he has some incredible stuff lined up. I've had several talks with Nikki also because through the journalistic side of Threshold. And I think I talked with him the first time a year ago, like I had a lengthy talk. And I've talked to him several times since, and if he pulls off what he has planned, then he will completely disrupt the lower end of the market, which is his aim. And I really hope he pulls that off, because yes, Turtle Beach, Velocity 1, and all of those joysticks, they're fine, but they're still just reiterations of what we've already had. So they're refinements of the old Logitech X52s and all of the old joysticks, while Meridian and well, Nikki's vision is the modularity of things. And I think that is not only modularity, and you'd think that you have to buy everything. No, you get you get a product which, like the new, I'm calling it the new Bravo. It's not the new Bravo because you can't call it the Bravo. But his Meridian designs looks like Honeycomb designs because it's Nikki's designs.
Yeah,
all of it. And but the next generation of throttle quadrants that Nikki is bringing to the market is basically, you'll get in one package, you'll get the GA aircraft single and complex, you'll get Airbus, and you'll get a turboprop, and you'll get Boeing in one go, and you actually change the plates at the base of the levers.
Okay.
So yeah, if you want to know more about the modularity and how that works, you should watch the Go to FS Weekend YouTube channel.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
It's definitely worth a watch, and I really hope Nikki pulls that one off, because on the higher end market, Winwing, Moza, those two are coming in hard and disrupting that market. Like the Moza yoke that I have, in pitch, it has 210 Newton meters.
Wow.
Which is okay. It can crush you if it wants, but that's not the point. The higher Newton meter you have, the more fidelity you have. Just like you have in force feedback wheels, where to get the feeling of hitting a stone in the curb, you need that high force to, while you're like committed in a turn and using a lot of force, you need the force feedback wheel needs to give you the feedback while you're giving it force. And that's kind of the same that Moza is doing on the pitch side for the yoke. And on rotation, it has 9 Newton meters, which is higher low end for force feedback wheels, or mid tier, you could say. For feedback wheels. So no, the hardware market, I think we're in a golden age.
Good. It's about time, actually.
Landing, Antonio.
Good luck, Antonio.
Thank you.
That was nice.
traffic, Ryan 3, X-ray, running update. Standard forward path.
Righto,
Why
that's
are you
it.
going all the way there, Antonio?
Yeah, he's probably using a real world
For
parking.
the picture, I'm sorry, I didn't
Yeah.
spot it.
Doesn't
I just
matter.
following the real one of
Yeah.
yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay. Everybody on stream, bye-bye for now. Thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow morning if all goes well, and we'll speak to you then. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Ciao.